For that king cake.
For
you
the
heard
king
me?
cake. Y'all little babe.
So let's get into it.
Don't drop it now, babe.
Oh, no, I'm going to have to go get me another one. We're going to drive all the way to New Orleans.
Let's
Inside
go.
of these, y'all, are little babies, little white baby Jesus. Y'all need to get some little black babies to put up in these. But in these are little white baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, and whoever gets the baby Jesus, they get to bring the next king cake to the next party.
Okay. Well, I hope I don't get the baby.
Oh my God, it looks so good. Oh, y'all, it's so soft.
Okay, you trying to show them I want to eat it.
You see that?
Get into it, though.
You ready, baby? I wanted your bite. Shit.
Oh, yeah, and it's cream cheese. Oh, my gosh, y'all, that is so good. Give me some more, babe. What you doing?
It's the best fucking... Hold on.
Good.
Y'all know we gotta get into this shit. Hold on.
He going what? He wanted to know if he can have anal sex with his wife. Anal sex with his wife? Okay, well listen. Let me tell you something. A lot of people gonna be mad at me about this, but I'm going to tell you like it is. The answer is yes. This is the hard part of being a priest of the Most High. The answer is yes. And I'm going to tell you why. The scriptures say this. Everybody gets Romans. The 5th chapter, the 13th verse. The question is, for anybody that's asking, the question that he asked was, can a brother have anal sex with his wife? Can he have anal sex with his wife? And the answer, I'm going to break some of your hearts. The answer is yes. Do it in the butt. Sex. Do it in the butt all night long. Let me tell you something. The answer is yes. And the reason why everybody get Romans 5:15, read this for me and I'm going to explain to you. I know Hebrew Israelites going to disagree with me on this. Hebrew Israelites going to email me from now till Passover, cursing me out there. How dare you how to say this on the air? But I'm going to have to tell you it according to the Bible. If a brother want to have sex in his woman's butt, that's up to him and her.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22, and it reads this. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. Koholayim la, Awanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rekak, Redash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22, and it reads this. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. Okay, so Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai didn't make it to be Adam and Steve, okay, Marissa and Alyssa, okay? It wasn't made to be like that. It was made to be Adam and Eve, okay, or Steve and Carissa, okay? Point blank period, man. It's not supposed to be the same genders, okay, doing abominable, filthy, unrighteous, unclean acts, man, okay? You got multiple demons on you, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. And it's going to be a judgment for this, man. But let's continue. Let's go to, matter of fact, let's get the definition for emasculated. Because that's what Esau has done, okay, to you Israelite men. He has emasculated you. Salakia. Bear with me. Let me grab this definition. Slovakia. I don't know why it's doing this. Give me 1 second. Trying to get to this. Bear with me. Get this definition for emasculated. Okay, that's the agenda, to have you Israelite men to be sissies, to act like the opposite gender. Okay, and mainly for depopulation, man. Okay, that's what they want to see our men to be depopulated. Okay, this is the Etymology Online Dictionary. Emasculate, to deprive of the male functions. Okay, deprive, or it's like a deprive of procreative power. Okay, procreative power. Okay, male manly. Okay, assimilate from X out away. Okay, assimilate form of X out away, castrate. Okay, and that's what the so-called self-proclaimed white man is doing. He's castrating you jakes to believe that this is okay. Okay, to partake in all types of wicked, abominable sexual acts. And let's get that in the phone at the chime in on that. Let's get that in Google. Let's see what Google says for that term.
Emasculated.
Emasculated, of a man deprived of his male role or identity, insecure, emasculated man, made weaker or less effective. Okay, made weaker or less effective, man. Now let's get back to the scriptures. You get the gist. Let's go to Ephesians. Okay, because you also got this demon. It's not supposed to be. You can't repopulate. You can't be fruitful by having intercourse through your rectum. Your rectum was made for disposal, for waste to come out, not for stuff to go in. Okay, point blank, period, man. And you can also get diseases by having this type of interaction, this type of intercourse that was not permitted and made to be done, man. There's no pleasure in doing this, man. Okay, Ephesians chapter 5, and I'm going to read verse 3, and it reads this. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becometh saints, because we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So these types of acts are not supposed to be amongst us. It's unclean, it's filthy, man. Matter of fact, let's get that in the Good News Translation. I believe they have a good lineup to go with that. So this is the Good News Translation, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 3. Since you are the Most High's people, it is not right that any matters of sexual immorality, okay, that any matter of sexual immorality or indecency or greed should even be mentioned among you. So it should not be in the midst of our nation. Okay, you should not see flaming hot moles in the midst of our nation. You should not hear women and men talking about having a pleasure through the rectum. You should not be seeing same gender relationships, marriages in our nation, man. This is not our customs. Okay? Point blank, period, man. I'll read that again. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 3 in the Good News Translation. Since you are the Most High's people, and that's why we get punished quick, swiftly, and greatly, man. Okay? And harshly. Okay? Since you are the Most High's people, it is not right that any matters of sexual immorality or indecency or greed should be even should even be mentioned among you. Okay, because it's not a part of our of what we were told to do. Point blank, period, man. But let's continue on. Let's go to Let's go to Leviticus. Let's jump back to Leviticus real quick. Okay, because what happens when you break the Most High's laws? Okay, and these laws right here that I'm reading you, they equal to death, man. They equal to death. This is Leviticus 20. Leviticus 20, verse 13, and it reads this. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. Okay, Leviticus 18:22. Both of them have committed abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That's clear cut, straight to the point. Let's continue. Let's go to Galatians. That's clear and cut and straight to the point. Matter of fact, let me see here real quick. Bear with me. What is that? Shit. Salakia. Bear with me. I had the scripture on deck, but something else came to mind, and I want to pull that out. So just bear with me 1 second, Barbara Shaw. Okay, bear with me. Okay, got it. So let's go to 1 Corinthians, Salakia. 1 Corinthians, chapter 6. Okay. All right, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, in the Good News Translation, starting off at verse 9. Surely you know that the wicked will not possess the Most High's kingdom. Do not fool yourselves. People who are immoral, or who worship idols, or adulterers, or homosexual perverts, okay, did you hear that? Or homosexual perverts, or who steal, or are greedy, or are drunkards, or who slander others, or are thieves, none of these will possess the Most High's kingdom. Do you hear that, man? I'm going to read verse 9 again. This is the Good News Translation, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Surely you know that the wicked, okay, will not possess the Most High's kingdom. Do not fool yourselves. People who are immoral, who worship idols, or are adulterers, or homosexual perverts, man. Okay? So the Most High is going to destroy you. The Most High is going to kill you, man. Point blank, period, man. And furthermore, let's get this real quick. Okay? The Most High is going to kill you, man. Point blank, but thus saith the Bible, man. Not me. Thus saith the scriptures. And I agree with everything that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, says, man. Okay, this is Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Okay? But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, man. So these are acts that you are not supposed to be partakers of, man. And if you're always in the Spirit, which is of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then you know you're going to be examining yourself. You're going to be walking correctly, man. You're going to be less likely to offend. Okay? Point blank, period. And you're also going to have a great abundance of fear, man. And I think, give me 1 second. I think might be something good in NLT. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Salakia. I'm going to read that in the Good News Translation. Galatians 5, starting off at verse 17, Good News Translation. For what our human nature wants to oppose to what the Spirit wants, and what the Spirit wants to oppose to what our human nature wants. These two are enemies, And this means that you cannot do what you want to do. If the Spirit leads you, then you are not subject to the law. What human nature does is quite plain. It shows itself in moral, filthy, indecent actions. And that's what you're seeing on the screen, man. Filthy, immoral, indecent actions, man. That's going to get you put to death. Thus saith the scriptures, man. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, man. Because this is of the law, man. Okay? And you'll have Pastor Porkchop say, come as you are, come as you will. Okay, the law's done away with, but yet pay tithes, which is of the law. Okay, you got a lot of hypocrites that's going to be that the Most High is going to judge, man. Okay, the Lord's going to start getting physical with you Israelites, man. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17, and it reads this: there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Yasharallah. And that's clear, cut, straight to the point, man. Okay, our women are not supposed to be whores, harlots, okay, sluts, whatever you want to call it, promiscuous. And the Israelite man is not supposed to be no sweet, effeminate, emasculated men. Okay, it's supposed to be heterosexual. Okay, men. Point blank, period, man. Okay. Matter of fact, because again, you cannot be fruitful and multiply, man. Let's get that scripture. I done quoted it a couple times. Okay, you can't be fruitful and multiply by having intercourse through your rectum, man. Okay, a baby's not gonna pop out for two male flaming hot modes. You're not gonna produce no baby from the rectum, man. Even though you got this damn demon Esau Edom trying to make that happen, man. Okay, let's see what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said, man. Because that's the instructions that we go by. That's who we obey. Is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28, and it reads this. Matter of fact, verse 27 to 28, and it reads this. So the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High, created he him, male and female, created he them. And the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, blessed them. And the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth, man. Okay, and you cannot be fruitful and you cannot multiply by having these wicked, filthy, abominable, sexual, and immoral acts, man. Okay, we have to do things how the Most High said to do it, man. And again, you having these thoughts, these demons on you, man. Man, Lord gonna judge you, man. I want to go read Romans chapter 1. I'm gonna read it in the Good News Translation. Romans chapter 1, I'm gonna read verses 24 to 32 in the Good News Translation, and it reads this. And so the Most High have given those people over to do filthy things, their heart's desire, and they do shameful things with each other. Okay, as we see and as we're hearing, man. Okay, it's not okay and it's not cool and it's not lawful for you to stick your reproductive organ in your wife's poop chute. Your rectum was made for waste, for disposal of stuff that your body cannot break down or that you cannot urinate through your urinal passage. Let's say that. Okay? Point blank, period. Okay? Just like your rod was made for, to urinate and to produce babies, man. Okay, which your scrotum, your testicles holds what? Life. And with your rod, what you injecting your rod in that woman, you injecting life into that womb, man. That's the only way, man. And that's the only way for pleasure. Okay? Verse 25. They exchanged the truth about the Most High for a lie. They worship and serve what the Most High has created instead of the Creator himself. So they worship Esau's way. Okay, they follow the way of darkness, man, the way of the wicked, man. And they put the way of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai to the side, man. Who is to be blessed forever, amen. Because they do this, the Most High has given them over to shameful passions. Even the women pervert the natural use of their sex by unnatural acts. In the same way, the men give up unnatural sexual relations with women. Did you hear that? In the same way, the men give up natural sexual relations with women and burn with passion for each other. Men do shameful things with each other. And as a result, they bring upon themselves the punishment they deserve for their wrongdoings. Because those people refuse to keep in mind the true knowledge about the Most High, He has given them over to corrupt minds so that they do the things that they should not do. They are filled with all kinds of wickedness. They are filled with all kinds of wickedness. And I don't have to name those wickedness things. We see them every day. We know what they are. Apply it. Okay? And the phone chimed in on it. They are filled with all kinds of wickedness, evil, greed, and vice. They are full of jealousy, murder, fighting, deceit, and malice. They gossip and speak evil of one another. Do not they do all these things? Yes. They are hateful to the Most High. Yep. Proud and boastful. They think of more ways to do evil. They think of more ways to do evil. They disobey their parents. They have no conscience. They do not keep their promises, and they say no, and they show no kindness, Salakia, or pity for others. They that know the Most High's law says that people who live this way deserve death. Yet not only do they continue to do these very things, but they even approve of others that do them. Let that sink in, because that's self-explanatory. I ain't got to break that down. And as a matter of fact, the point is made. We're going to close out here, man. Okay, that was self-explanatory. If you don't get it, then I don't know what to tell you. The Spirit ain't dealing with you, man. I don't got to break that down. So here's the matter of the whole lesson, man. Whether you got it or not, you're going to get this right here. Here's the conclusion of the whole matter. The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13, and it reads this. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, love it not. And everything that I brought out was hateful in the eyes of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, and in the hopeful elect. We despise everything that is abominable, filthy, unrighteous, unclean, and wicked. Everything that goes against what Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai said, what He's taught us, how He told us to be, how He told us to live, how He told us to conduct ourselves, man. Point blank, period, man. So, Lord willing, I hope and I pray that this is edifying and uplifting to the true, sincere Aki and Wa'akwaf. And I know this was hard to look at, but guess what, man? This is just a reminder to let you know what we're not going to be seeing no more in the kingdom, man. This will be no more, okay? And always pray for your spirit to be strong, man. Okay? Because you see more in your everyday life in Babylon. Shalom.